Today, I want to dismantle a super huge, big myth that's keeping too many entrepreneurs stuck. And it has to do with confidence. Confidence doesn't come from waiting until you have it all figured out. It actually comes from taking the right action. And one of the best ways to get into the right action, what is that? Well, it is to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who uplift you, who challenge you, support you, encourage you, and most importantly, hold you to a higher standard. Because here's the thing, when we're left to ourselves, we don't rise. What we do is we rationalize. But in the right room, momentum becomes contagious. So if you've been stuck in your head, constantly second guessing yourself or spinning your wheels trying to do everything solo, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the DRIVENpreneur Podcast, where I help startup and emerging entrepreneurs build thriving businesses that actually serve your life and not steal from it. I'm Brian Robinson, business and leadership coach, and this episode is for you if you're second guessing every decision and losing momentum. Or maybe you know what you should be doing, but you feel stuck getting started. Or maybe you're juggling everything and still not seeing consistent growth. Or maybe you want to feel confident again, not just busy or bury it up to your neck. Or maybe you're craving a circle that pushes you forward instead of pulling you down. Well, you're in luck because by the end of this episode, you're going to understand why confidence is built in action, not in isolation. You're going to learn what's actually keeping you stuck. And here's a hint. It's not your lack of hustle. We're going to discover how surrounding yourself with the right people accelerates clarity and growth. Well, let me introduce you to Jordan. And yes, I did change the name. I don't like putting my clients' names in these episodes. But Jordan, he left his job as operations manager to start a boutique. I guess you could describe it as a boutique consulting business. The first few months, well, they looked great on the outside, but behind the scenes, Jordan was stuck. He was staying up late working on proposals. He was creating content that barely got any traction. And what was worse than all of that, he felt alone through this whole process. And I remember seeing his free strategy session form come through. And I remember him putting in the box, he put, I feel like I've built a business that's entirely dependent on me, but I'm running out of me. So fast forward till today, guess what changed for Jordan? He joined one of my membership communities. He finally had a proven framework. He had a weekly rhythm. And by the way, he did end up coaching with me. We realized we were a good fit. So he started coaching with me. And then he joined one of my membership communities. And that's where he just got a lot of clarity. And that's where his framework got into place and the weekly rhythm got into place. And people saw his vision and supported his growth. And within 90 days after that, Jordan streamlined his offers. He delegated like 30% of his workload. And most importantly, he regained his confidence, not by doing more, but by doing the right things and having the right people around him. So there's four insights that I want to talk with you about that changed everything for Jordan and I think these can do the same for you. Insight number one is confidence is a byproduct of the right action. So I want to be super clear. Confidence is not some magical trait that people are born with. It comes from taking steps that move you closer to your goals, not just being busy. So I want you to think about it this way. If you were studying for a big test and all you did was highlight the textbook, like the whole textbook, you'd be pretty busy, right? But would you feel confident walking into the test? I'm going to say no. Confidence comes when you know that you studied the right material, you did the practice test, and you got feedback from that practice test, right? So you studied the right material, you did the test, and the practice test tells you you did good. Well, you got confidence there. Same thing in your business. You need to take the right actions, and you need people to help you know what they are. That's why the DRIVENpreneur membership is so important. It gives you a structure and community to stop guessing and to start growing. Insight number two is you don't need more time. You need a filter. If every idea feels urgent, then you're probably feeling overwhelmed. But here's a truth bomb. It's not that you don't have enough time. It's that you don't have a filter. And a filter helps you know which tasks are essential and which ones are distractions wearing a productivity costume. Well, inside the membership, we help you use the driven pillars to build that filter. So every day you can ask, is what I'm doing today actually building my business? Insight number 3, isolation feeds imposter syndrome. When you're doing everything alone, you start to think that you should have all the answers. And when you don't, that voice in your head starts saying, who are you to do this? Why haven't you figured this out yet? Maybe you're not cut out for this. But the truth is, you were never meant to do this alone. So when you get around other driven entrepreneurs, you realize, oh, it's not just me. That's when your confidence starts coming back because belief is contagious. Insight 4, structure is what creates momentum. I know structure can sound boring. I've talked to so many people, entrepreneurs, who they get bored with structure. But you know what's more boring and exhausting? And I actually see this in those entrepreneurs. What's more boring and exhausting is running in circles. Structure is what helps you go from chaos to clarity, from hustle to progress, from burnout to breathing room. Inside the DRIVENpreneur membership community, we don't just talk mindset. We actually get into action. We help you build systems, rhythms, and routines that create predictable momentum. And that's what gives you your time, your freedom, and your confidence back. All of this connects to the driven pillar of empowerment. Empowerment isn't about knowing everything. It's about owning your role as a business owner. It's saying, I don't have to do it all. I just need to do the right things. And with the right structure, support, and strategy, you absolutely can. Listen, if this is hitting home for you, let me personally invite you to join the DRIVENpreneur membership community. Inside, this is what you'll get. You'll get access to the exclusive Driven assessment so that you know exactly what pillar to focus on first. You get 2 monthly live coaching calls. The one is a mastermind that you get on with other entrepreneurs. I'm there. I'm hosting the mastermind, but also there's a live coaching workshop that I host also. So you get at least 2 monthly live coaching calls with me to help you stay clear and have accountability. You get on-demand training and playbooks so that you can build at your pace. You get a community of real entrepreneurs who are in the trenches with you, not influencers on the sideline. This isn't a chorus, it's not fluff. It's the structure, clarity, and support that you need to actually move forward. And I promise you, everything that's here has been proven. It's been proven in my life, and it's been proven in my clients who are actually in the membership community too, and other people who I've actually got to walk along to help put these structures in place for them. It works. I know it works. You can join us at school.com. That's skool.com/drivenpreneur, DRIVENpreneur. And hey, if you're ready for more personalized one-on-one support, I want you to check out the Driven Owner program. This is for entrepreneurs who want one-on-one coaching with me. You get strategic growth coaching, you get leadership development, you get a clear roadmap that's tailored for where you want to go, and you get accountability every step of the way. If you want to book a free strategy session, go to brianrobinsoncoaching.com and submit your free strategies for your free strategy session, and we'll talk about whether we're a good fit for each other. And if you really want to do this, I would say do this really soon because I really only have like 2 spots available. So I know a lot of people might say that. I'm really not trying to just push you for urgency. I really only have 2 spots available. So I would suggest that you go ahead and do that now so that we can see if we're a good fit. Let's go ahead and land the plane, actually. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. It comes from action. And the right kind of support makes all the difference. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to school.com, skool.com/drivenpreneur, and join the membership community. And you'll get access to the Driven assessment, the tools, the people who will help you build the business that you actually want so that you don't have to do this alone. We can do this together. So go do that. And until next time, stay clear, stay focused, stay driven.